What's up, everybody? Mr. Smith here, and I just wanted to talk about some stuff. Firstly, um, I guess we'll start with the website first. There's a website that me and, well, not really me, one of my friends made. His name is DJ. I've known him for a while now, and he's from Japan. He's made this gaming website, and I'm going to be doing PC stuff on there, writing PC articles and making PC videos or whatever I'm doing. And the website is gamingforthenation.com. It's it looks like a lot of fun. Let's see, we're gonna jump into some random stuff here, and I'm really excited about having participating in it. It seems like something that I like to write sometimes, but we're gonna do like pretty much have like a video from me on there every week, and an article that I write every week go up on that website. So if you're interested, then go ahead and check it out. If you're not, then don't be. If you don't care about my ramblings, then that's a thing too. I understand, but I thought it'd be something cool. There's supposed to be forums, and if you're a YouTuber, there's like places where you can put up YouTube videos and stuff like that on there too. It's we're gonna try to grow it into a pretty nice community, and yeah, it seems like something fun to do, and that's pretty much my reasoning behind wanting to be a part of it. It just seems like something fun, something a little interesting, something a little different, because I'm not gonna lie to you. If I don't like something, like say I go in and I try like a different game and I don't like it, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I do like it. So it's gonna be completely, honest and like from my perspective on the whole PC thing. And I just got off playing PS2, so my aim is probably gonna be god awful. Everything feels so fast, even though I know it's not. And yeah, that's pretty much my spiel about the website. I'm probably gonna write some kind of article about an introduction and stuff for there this week, and about me and all that stuff. Try to get a video out over there too. And it's like for the first week doing this, it's kind of hectic. I'm trying to figure out how I want my scheduling to go with it. This settings are really loud. But yeah, I'm gonna do the PC part. It'll probably have something to do with like PC gear, like new parts that come out, stuff like that, and like whatever games I'm playing. And I might do a couple PC builds on there, although don't get your heartstrings caught up on that. Most people that play PC stuff already know what they want to build, unless you're just completely new to it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. The new Volta core from Nvidia looks exciting, so I don't know when that's going to be out, but I have to look into that before I start writing about it, I guess. I know it's supposed to have stacking RAM, but that's a completely neither here nor there. But that's my spiel for the website. It'll be in the description from now on, and it's already up as a link on my banner in the one channel thing at the top. If you view my channel page, where my Instagram and Twitter is there. So yeah, it's there. If you're interested, go check it out. I understand it if you're not as well. I've never seen those posters before. And another thing is like that dude said there, is the whole PWE debacle. Well, let's be honest here. I've had this question a couple times, and I'm not quitting the game. I'll never quit the game. I don't know how many times I've already told you guys that already. Whenever I post something different, I get comments sometimes like, "Where's the Blacklight?" It's always gonna be here unless the game shuts down. Because I probably won't get a PS4. I'll probably stick to PC because controllers feel really awkward to me now, and that whole deal. So I'm always gonna have Blacklight on this channel, always, until the game closes or my channel closes, whichever happens first. So you don't have to worry about that. Just so you know, with the whole PWE thing, I know it's a hot topic and everybody's being all dramatic about it and all this crazy shit, but I'm always gonna be here. Every time. I'll always have Blacklight content up. You don't have to worry about it. And those guys are talking about it in the chat right now. Like, I can understand everybody's frustration with PWE. I can. But the whole beginning of it, the beginning of the whole deal was where they took away the one-day rentals. Which, at the time of recording this, the time of going up, they're back, but for Zen. I'll show you that afterwards. They kind of reached a halfway compromise, which, in my opinion, it isn't that bad. I mean, yeah, sure, the receivers now are either perm or not at all, but you can perm them all with GP. Which, I understand that it's difficult for new players to get GP, which is kind of fucked up, I agree. But they're having that weekly weapon rotation, so if you see one you like, you can save up and get it. And plus, you can go back to my backlog of BLR EDU videos and see if, you know, you have something that you think is really fun that you've seen me use and you might want it. For instance, this AK is 10,000 GP now for Perm, and it is definitely my favorite gun right now. Of course, you're not going to get it unless you get your 10,000 GP or spend the Zen on it. But then again, here's the part that's going to piss people off. This game, compared to anything that I've played before, has been the easiest to get into and get parts and, you know, like customize your loadout and your gear and all that shit in any free-to-play game that I've ever seen. It's been the easiest on this game. And I came from Combat Arms. If any of you don't know what Combat Arms is, it's a game run by Nexon. Holy shit, there's something going on in my background, and I have no idea what the fuck it is. I'm trying to look at the screen. And Nexon, Jesus Christ, there's just about, as long as PWE doesn't come out and say, we fucking hate you, and go eat our dicks, then there's not really much that they can do to be worse than Nexon. I can't believe that dude killed me. But there's not really much that they can do to me that's going to be worse than anything that Nexon's done. The game's still not pay to win. Yeah, you still have to save up a little bit more to buy your parts if you're a new player, which I agree is fucked up. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. It's kind of frustrating for new players, and I do have sympathy for you guys. And one-day rentals being Zen only can be a pain in the ass, especially if you live somewhere where you can't do surveys. So that is another thing I understand. But at least you have a 3-day chance like that. And it's like, I haven't even really checked the prices yet tonight. It's the Tuesday when the compromise kind of change happened. But we'll look at that after this game goes. And we'll see what the prices are and how big of a deal they are. So, yeah. But, I mean, they could have been a lot worse. And, which granted, I understand everybody's frustration that they didn't come out and talk to us about it first. But, there's another side to this coin. Okay, say you're talking to a guy, and the whole time you're talking to him, he's just sitting there, you doing all this crazy shit. So, like, say you need to find a way to do something, okay? And and the whole time that you've had this friend, before you tell him, you just go ahead and do it. Because the whole time you've had nothing but cries, the whole time you've talked to him about how everything you're doing is fucked up anyway. So you just go ahead and do it. And then there's like this huge backlash and everybody's saying that you didn't talk to him as a player base. Talk to him, you know, and get their input on it first. Which is understandable. But then as soon as they come out with a semi-compromise, everyone goes on the forums and says they're going to quit. So how can they take anything you say serious anyway? And that's just my views on this whole deal. Like, understand. But on the other hand, you kind of fucked yourself when you acted like a 2-year-old. I know PWE isn't perfect. I know they can be dicks. But you acting like a 2-year-old is not getting us anywhere either. So, there's always going to have to be some kind of compromise in anything you do in life. You might as well get used to it now. So let's check out these prices and then we'll go over our list of topics again. Okay, yeah. This stuff is still a week only, which is fucking lame, I agree. But, you know, it's still like 1,000 GP, and that's like, what, 10 or 11 matches for a week? And if you play even like, let's say you only get on here for 3 matches a day, you'll have enough to have your weeks-long thing. So let's say you need a helmet. What is a helmet? I have all these LE helmets. Say 1,200, 2,500, and then like 3,900, so like 4,000 GP. That's like, what, 40 matches in a week? Yeah, that's kind of a pain. I agree, especially if you only play on the weekends, which I know with work and shit like that, school, it can be a pain. But if you're one of the newer players, you just need really a helmet anyway. So you can get up to that 210 HP mark and you're good. And then you can start saving for perm shit. So it's like 1,300 a week. And then this with your frag and stuff, you're usually pretty good anyway. And I think all this stuff is still a week too. which is fucking lame, I know, but still. It's not as bad as everybody's making it out to be at all. I don't think so anyway, personally. And then receivers, if you don't believe me here, look, they're all 10,000. You can, I didn't mean to equip that, god damn it. They're all 10,000 now, like permanent only, 6250, which isn't bad. You can start saving up for your perm shit, and at least you still have the option to perm them with GP, which is something that any other game that I've played doesn't really let you do. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, you don't make much GP, I understand, but it's still pretty easy to get into it. And it's not like the default assault rifle is awful by any means. Like, it's still probably my second top used gun after the AK, and the only reason why I'm using the AK more is because that's just kind of what I've been using lately. It's still, you know, yeah. And then here's your gun parts now. 3-day 460, which, you know, you can still get in here and play like what 3-4 games and get you something for 3 days. So that's still not too bad. Which, I'm not saying that it's not a pain in the ass, because it is a pain in the ass, but there was some give and take there, and they didn't have to give or take anything. They could have just told us all to go fuck ourselves. So, I mean, I know it's coming off as like kind of a half-ass deal, but still, you don't have to worry about me. I'm always going to be here recording Blacklight stuff. So this brings us back to the points that we had originally. GamingForTheNation.com is the website that I'm going to be a part of with DJ, and I don't know who else he's bringing on to do articles and stuff. I know there's going to be some wrestling stuff on there, like some actual wrestling stuff from a guy who does wrestling. I think his name, it's Billy, I think, but don't quote me on that. Billy the Wrestle Gamer. I don't know if any of you know him or anything, but if you're into wrestling, he's going to have some shit on there. I'm going to be covering the PC side of things and writing articles and doing a video every week on it. So if you're interested in that kind of deal where I get into more technical aspects or whatever else I'm playing, you know, because sometimes I just get on and play without recording and play shit. So if you're interested in that, I'll do a little bit of that and tell you what I think about the new games that I play on Steam or whatever else. And it's going to be some shit like that every week. I'll do some, you know, some new part reviews and like some new PC parts that are coming out, like the Volta and stuff like that every week. But we're gonna try to grow it, and there's a place for people who make YouTube videos to put it on there. I'm not entirely sure how all that's gonna work yet, but I'm really excited about the website. It seems like it's gonna be a really fun thing to be a part of, and if you guys are interested in it, come check it out. It'll be in the description of all my videos from now on after this one. It'll be just like Twitter, website, GamingForTheNation.com. So it'll be down there. So if you're interested, go there. If you're not, then, you know, don't care. And then, I'm always going to be doing Blacklight stuff. I'll always be here. Unless if my account gets banned, I have alts. I'll probably play on those if my account gets banned, which I don't know why it would, but let's say on the off chance that it does, I still have alt accounts to play on. And then, let's say, or I decide to stop doing YouTube, that's when it'll stop. Or the game closes its doors and you can't play anymore at all. That's when I'll stop. But until then, I'll always have Blacklight stuff. I might not always have just Blacklight stuff, but I'll always have Blacklight stuff. You don't have to worry about that, guys. But yeah, this has been pretty much the channel update. I wanted to tell you about the website, how I'm going to be part of the PC side of things, and tell you about this with all this fucking crazy rage forum spring shit going on that gives me a headache, and I haven't even been paying attention to it for the last 2 or 3 days. But it's not as bad as it was when it first started. You can get gun parts now a little cheaper. And I know you can get them for, like, let's see here. I know you can get them for Zen for 1 day, and it's like 16 Zen, which isn't bad. And then you're open to everything. But if you live in a place where you can't do surveys, I know, it's a pain in the ass, I get it. But, you know, if you don't like it, then don't play. That's pretty much what it's going to come down to. If you're that upset with it, don't play it. But I'm always going to be here playing it. You don't have to ask me about that. I'm always going to be here. So, in super short summary, GamingForTheNation.com, GAMING for FORTHENATION.com. That's what it is. It'll be in the description, all that good shit. It's on my channel and all that stuff. But And then I'm always going to have Blacklight stuff. Don't worry about it. I'm good. I'm here forever. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.